Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Timmy Treacle, also known as Horror Fan for Life, and I'm bringing you another top 10 list. This one is going to be my top 10 movies of 2011. And as always, before we get to the top 10, I have some honorable mentions that I'm going to throw out there. And they are Red Riding Hood, A Very Harold and Kumar Christmas, Thor, Captain America The First Avenger, Puss in Boots, Smurfs, Super 8, Insidious, Footloose, Hall Pass, Final Destination 5, Scream 4, and In Time. All great movies, just couldn't make my top 10 list. But what did comes in at number 10. Sorry for the noise, they're cleaning the hallways out there. Coming in at number 10 is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. The great conclusion to this series and to a great franchise. I was really excited for this movie to finally see how this ends. And the ending is especially beautiful because we get to see Harry and Hermione's kids as they go off to Hogwarts for themselves for the first time, and it's just a sweet moment, and yeah, it's a great ending to a great franchise, and I love this movie. Coming to number 9 is Transformers: Dark of the Moon. Again, I will probably catch hell for this, but I don't care because I love the Transformers movies. And I will say the fifth movie wasn't as good as I thought it'd be, but I still enjoyed it. Um, and I love Dark of the Moon. It's a perfect ending to the first trilogy of movies. Um, and I like the Patrick Dempsey's character in this movie. He starts off as a sleek guy. Turns out he's been working with the Decepticons the whole entire time, and I love that about this. And even though some people didn't like performances, and you know, I loved it. I love this movie, and it belongs on my top 10 list. Coming number 8 is Water for Elephants. Number 7 is Horrible Bosses. Horrible Bosses is one of the best comedies of this decade and definitely of this century. You have Jason Bateman, Jason Sudeikis, Charlie Day, uh, who all hate their bosses and decide to want to get together and kill each other's bosses. And so they think of plans and think of ways to do it. Then all hell breaks loose. Um, but first, they try to hire a guy to do it for them, but he ends up giving them information to just do it themselves, like Strangers on a Train does. The plot of that movie is each one of those guys kills off the person that they don't want around anymore. Well, same scenario here for the bosses. But this is a funny ass movie. Kevin Spacey is hilarious in this movie. Um, I would have to say my favorite character is Jason Sudeikis' character. Uh, but this is a fantastic, fantastic comedy, and I hope we get a third and final movie to complete a trilogy. I love the second movie as well. Not quite as good as the first, but still enjoyable. But yeah, number 7 is Horrible Bosses. Number 6 is Mission Impossible: Ghost Protocol. Excellent movie. Number 5 is The Help. The Help. Oh my lord! Octavia Spencer in this movie is top notch, and I believe it's either Emma Stone or Emma Watson. I think it's Stone that's in this movie as well. Um, but this centers around where black people were still working for rich white people. They're cooks, maids, whatever. But I love the revenge that Spencer's character gets on what would be her former boss. And she makes her a pie, but it's a special kind of pie. And I love it. I'm not going to spoil it, but you got to watch this movie. It is fantastic. It is funny. And I say Octavia Spencer was my favorite character in this movie. Number 4 is X-Men First Class. X-Men First Class is my favorite in the X-Men franchise. Excuse me, I need to get a drink. I love the characters. I love Kevin Bacon as the villain in this movie. And it shows everyone young and up and coming. Hank is one of my favorites as well. Don't mock me as he's choking Magneto, which I think is great. And then you see how the teams are basically formed. They all split. And of course, Raven, Mystique, played by Jennifer Lawrence, who I absolutely love. Jennifer Lawrence, in my opinion, can't do no wrong. I love her movies. But yeah, this is a great X-Men movie. It's my favorite in the franchise. Definitely check it out if you haven't seen it. Coming number 3 is another great comedy, Bridesmaids. Oh my God. The cast in this movie is phenomenal. My favorite scene in this movie is when they're trying on their wedding dresses and they all get the squirts. That is one of the best scenes ever. And Melissa McCarthy definitely steals this movie. She gives a great performance. Then, of course, you have Maya Rudolph, who is getting married. It's just a lot of fun, and a lot of great characters, and it is one of the best comedies of this century. I definitely put that in my top 10 for sure. Number 2 is Rise of the Planet of the Apes. I love this Planet of the Apes trilogy. It is one of the best trilogies of all time. Andy Serkis is amazing, and yeah, I can't say enough about this. I never really liked the original Planet of the Apes from the 60s. I didn't even like the 2001 movie, but these 3 movies are phenomenal. I love the special effects. I love the stories, and yeah, they're a lot of fun, and yeah, great trilogy. And my number 1 movie of 2011 is Fast and Furious 5. Fast 5 is my favorite in the franchise. This brings together again, of course, Vin Diesel, Paul Walker, Jordana Brewster, but this time they're on the run, and Brazil, Dwayne Johnson, his character, is brought in to hunt them down and bring them in because they're all fugitives. Of course, Jordana Brewster's character is pregnant, so they're going to extend their family. What they end up doing is they get their team together. Each of them has people they've worked with in the previous movies. They all come together to pull off one of the biggest robberies of all time. They want to rob the drug kingpin of Brazil, and he's got over $100 million for the taking. And that's what this movie is about. It is badass. The action, the dialogue, the cinematography, everything about this movie is spot on. I love it. And the best thing about this movie is the fight between Johnson and Diesel. I love that fight. It's one of the best fights ever in any movie. So, but there you have it. That is my top 10 movies of 2011. So in the comment section below, give me your top 10 movies of 2011. And of course, if you don't have a top 10 list, then just name a few. And did you agree with my list? Did you not agree with it? What movies would you take off my list? And who would you replace it with as far as the movies go? Let me know. And don't forget to share these videos with your family and friends. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. I thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for 2 more top 10 lists. And then tomorrow I will be finishing up my top 10 list for now until I see a few more movies in 2018. But thank you for watching, and check you later.